Ladies and gentlemen, are you ready? Are you ready? Get ready, dog.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us at the foot of the Rockies, just west of downtown Denver at Empower Field at Mile High. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Oakland Raiders and the Denver Broncos. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? Fielded about a yard deep. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
He's time to lead. 6-6. Pull it high. Yo, go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3.
Next, the receivers help spread the defense out, and they were able to come through with a slashing run.
But to that point, it's going to be interesting to see the personnel chess match as this one progresses.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Can they continue to create running lanes out of passing sets? And if so, it's going to be a long day for the defense.
Switch it. Come on, switch it. Hey, Delta. Check. Crunch. 80 weapon. Watch safety creeping. Get it.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Cantrell going deep downfield for Ross. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. It's a big play there for the Broncos. 57 yards. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. But down here near the goal line, you don't think of a cornerback in run coverage, but he made the stop.
Yeah, most of the cornerbacks we know, they want to be those pass defenders and take away one half of the field. But the best ones in the game are the complete corner.
And he will take it in for a Bronco touchdown. A great effort there, with touchdown number 7 on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point attempt to come here. And he's got it. 7-0 Broncos. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21-yard line.
Here we go.
At their own 21-yard line.
Set. 180.
A 1st down throw from Mayfield. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
I think we'll see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10.
Watch the run. Point it right.
Here's Mayfield. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, you know, I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. And boy, down a touchdown already, but they're going to line up to go for it on their side of the field.
Regular.
On fourth down, they snap it to Mayfield. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. John Johnson with the INT. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line.
The Broncos take over first and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Let's go now. 60 Pittsburgh. Come on, boy. Go. You better be ready. Don't be scared of it. Shoot.
Off the play fake. Cantrell. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down. That pass just a little bit off. It looked like maybe he tried to force it in there.
Game speed, always different, no matter what you do in practice. Can't simulate it, right? So your decision-making, everything has to be a little bit quicker. Sometimes it can throw you off until you adjust.
Switch. Buzz. Go, Jackrabbit, come on. Ready?
Off play action. Cantrell. Throwing left side, it's complete. They'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. 27 yards there, a first down.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? And it sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. Here's a run on first down that doesn't accomplish anything. In fact, he's going to be tackled behind the line for a loss of 1. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up second down.
Brings up second and 11.
Hey, Echo.
Second and 11. Open man is Ross, complete. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. John Ross, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Broncos push further out in front. Extra point attempt here still to come. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board.
Set.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10.
Let's go, defense. Our time. It's our time. Hey, on 133. 41 the mic. 41 the mic. Check 41. Hey, exit. They're not ready for this. They still playing soccer. Hey, alert, 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 alert. Watch out.
Throwing, Mayfield. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
Good. 180. Watch the run. Watch the run. Good shot, baby. That's a baby shot.
Mayfield on play action. And this one caught along the sideline, but they say already out of bounds. And the throw didn't give him a chance to turn it upfield, and that brings up 2nd down. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
I smell fear in that offense. Run. Mark 5.
They'll throw again. Here's Mayfield. And he comes back with one complete. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
Mayfield to throw it. This is caught. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal.
Check. Fresno.
They'll try to run this one in. And this will result in him losing yardage back to the 3. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
Alert flare. Switch. Run.
They'll try to run this one in. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. A great play there. His 6th touchdown of the season as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. They were able to push him backwards on first down, but this time he forces his way in.
I wonder if he went back to the huddle and said, guys, just a little bit more help, and I can get it done on this one. Maybe even overruled the play call from the sideline, just feeling like he had that opportunity, and he wanted to cash it in.
And the mile-high air in full effect as that's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Ready up.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Hollywood, Marquise Brown, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Broncos able to show off their quick strike ability. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now 21-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off near the 34. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. A run there on 1st down and a pretty good one at 5 yards, so make it 2nd and 5. 5 yards on the carry, good pickup on 1st down. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down. So they've been unable to capitalize on the great field position as of yet. Here's 3rd and 9. Now this time he'll look to throw. And he's got his man, Marquise Brown. 17 yards for the Broncos there as they've got themselves a 1st down. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
A pretty wild first quarter. 21-7, our score. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Come on, let's go. Hey, Zoo. Hey. Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. Let's make these babies cry all the way back.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 9 yards on the play there, and it'll set them up 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 4-yard line.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Leads to 2nd and goal at the 4-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal. And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Denver. A great effort there. With his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Broncos push further out in front. Point after try forthcoming. He knocks it through. It's 28-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Let's go! The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They trail here by 24 points. Got to get going soon, you'd have to think, as they come up 1st and 10. Here's a throw, complete right side to start things out. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. To throw, Mayfield. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's third down. Throwing the football, he's not as sharp as he was last week when he was over 70%. Right now, he's under 50%.
Well, that comes from extra game film, extra time. You know those guys watched him all week, saw how precise he was, and constructed a defense to try and chip away at that, and thus far they've been successful.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down.
King. 41 to Mike. Check, 41.
Mayfield. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Devin Bush with a big-time sack on 3rd down. It's a loss of 7.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They are not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
And he'll take it just outside the 40. A great return there of 22 yards. And it'll be a short field for the Broncos as they take over 1st and 10. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Hey, Haywood. Now. 53, check 53. Tap. Fight.
Off the play fake. Cantrell. Throws right side, and that's complete. A good pickup there, 21 yards. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes.
And it'll be intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
Alert!
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half, maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
And he will lose yardage on the play, back at his own 19-yard line.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
Hey, team 6. Team 6. What you got, Heavy? What you got?
On 3rd down, Mayfield. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get the 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
35 yards that time on the punt. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field.
18 Gator. Hey, eat. 22 Jet Bomber. 22 Jet Bomber. Get it.
They'll run on first down. It's Pratt. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
Bravo. Mike, shoot.
To throw on second down. Cantrell towards the end zone for Brown. And this is going to be intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Focus, defense, focus.
Following the interception, Mayfield. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he will lose yardage on the play, back at his own 19-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. Mayfield looks to throw. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. Zadarius Smith. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Mayfield off the play fake. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Play action now. Here's Mayfield. Gonna throw right side here. Complete. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. Mayfield now from the 50. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue drive.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Two times. I love it. 3 down. Regular. 4-1 Mike. Big.
Play fake. Mayfield. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And this is going to be another 1st down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos 35. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Mayfield now. Oh, the ball comes out on on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. What a difference a week makes. Last week he hit on over 80% of his passes. This week he's down under 50%. What do you see as the difference?
Well, I think we're used to seeing a drop. If someone's over 80%, they're not going to hold that number, not in this league. But a drop under 50%, that just tells me that the defense has spent a lot of extra time on game films and came up with a really good plan to try and chip away this timing.
23 yards the pickup there. On 1st and 10, Mayfield. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been under constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. The second down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete. Not time enough for a play and then a timeout, you wouldn't think. So with 4 seconds left, they're going for it. Final play of the half, Mayfield. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And oh, it'll be intercepted. It's Devin Bush, the linebacker, who picks it. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is fielded at the goal line. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively.
And the Broncos get there and take him down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
So following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13. Now Mayfield. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Hey, let's pin the mirrors back and go full strip. Hey, on 133.
From the gun, Mayfield. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's going to have the 1st down at about the 38. And that gain of 9 buys them a new set of downs. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Quick hitter here, it's complete. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Single, 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 single.
To throw again on 2nd down. Mayfield. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
Well, the pressure, the hits, the sacks have been coming at him all game long. I'm frankly surprised that they haven't found a solution yet to create more time for him to throw it or maybe change what they do on offense.
And that's one of the biggest differences in this game and why they're losing right now. And again, it's Mayfield. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They're indeed going. It's Mayfield. And a quick throw here, that's complete. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert.
Well, it all came together on that one, didn't it?
Big time throw on 4th.
Now that had to feel good, didn't it? Taking that type of a gamble there and making it pay off. What a throw.
And tough as a receiver because no matter how perfect the pass, you know it's 4th down and you got to convert.
A little bit of extra pressure, but he overcame it.
Here's Mayfield. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. A pickup of 10, and it's enough for an Oakland first down.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag, because when you do, you can just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space. Mayfield now looking to throw on 1st down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41.
King! Here I come! Hey, Foxtrot! You got to wedge that, huh? Yeah, that's what I do.
Mayfield with it once more. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard.
Fires the mic. Hey, come on. Hey, Delta. Fires the mic. It's our time.
Going to the air again with Mayfield. And he comes back with one complete. And this is going to be another 1st down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 27-yard line.
I'm going to come back to you.
A 1st down throw for Mayfield. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 24. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the 4th quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
To try here for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. Good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
Well, once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10.
41's the mic. And we got to get to the ball.
2nd and 10. Going for the deep ball. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 47. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown.
That was an interception, but on the field, the guys who are picking it off, they're not saying that. What word are they using? It's Oski. And that means catch the ball and go the other way.
That's your vernacular. I've never heard anybody say Oski.
Ask around. They'll tell you.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead will swell by one more. This is fielded at the goal line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up.
Yeah.
Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
You think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down. They're never good on a pass completion there to go the wrong way. Lost yardage.
No, for some reason, it seems to work better when you throw it downfield or you can move the ball downfield running it that way, doesn't it? But in this case, if you're the defensive guys, you're energized, executed well, and you caused a lost yardage play. That's going to feel good and look great in film.
Going right side here, and that's complete. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. They do get 12, but they'll be marked short. And that leads to a 4th down. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. He'll try and throw for it here. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he will be knocked down hard, but he will have the 1st down. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. This quarterback now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10.
Hey, D-line, let's get it.
They'll set up a throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a 1st down. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And his throw here's incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does, is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Looking to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 38-yard line. This quarterback now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10.
Here we go again. Mike 41, Mike 41. Check, 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 check. Check, check, check.
Back to throw. Ooh, the juke. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
They'll look to throw here. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. Devin Bush came in there hard on the blitz and got him down 9 yards behind the line of scrimmage. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. He'll drop to throw. And the pressure gets to him again.
So if we recount real quick, he had the touchdown earlier, and now he comes up with the sack here. No doubt about it, he's having himself a game.
3rd and long.
Needs something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Back to throw here. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. He's going to got a man. It's caught inside the 10. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. In for the score. And the Raiders are able to cash in for 6. Wow, talk about a big 4th down conversion for the score. Defensively, how do you let that happen?
I think you start with the offense, and you give them credit for going for it and having that type of, well, let's face it, audacity. But defensively, I think you're right on target, partner. There's no way something like that's supposed to happen in that situation. You're supposed to be able to shut that down and get the ball back for your own team. Instead, they give up not just a big play, but a touchdown.
At their own 28-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. These guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game, and that's always puzzled me a little bit.
Got it? 53, Mike. Check tight end, check tight. Check tight, check 52. Greystone, travel. Hit it.
And he will have a first down here at about the 40. Give him 6 yards in the first down.
Well, partner, if we had their entire playbook in front of us, I'm not sure we would have picked out that play as the one to run in that situation. How about the guts of the offensive coordinator? Dialing that one up into great success.
He'll take this from the 40 up to the 45 for a gain of 5.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they won't put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Come get some. Come on here. Come get some. Topper! Topper! Leap river! Leap river!
They'll keep it on the ground. Pratt. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield after a gain of about 4.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
On the double. Mike 55, Mike 55. Watch the slats. Watch the slat. Say go.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 30. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They try and run on first down, but to no avail. Tackled for a 2-yard loss in the backfield. A loss of 2 there, second down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Sponge! 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 No, no, no!
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row, I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
That winds up being a 4-yard loss and leads to fourth down. A field goal try forthcoming now for the Broncos. This from 44 yards out, left hash. And his kick is right there. It's good. And they're well on their way now as the lead grows even larger. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the fourth.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest,
don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling again.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
41's the mic. 41's the mic. Check it out.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Looking left side, and it's complete. And all the way inside the 35 before he goes out of bounds. A big play that time for the Raiders. 44 yards.
First down, Raiders.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
Give me that ball. Give me that ball, defense.
They'll set up to throw. And he's got his man on the out route. A pickup of 10, and it's enough for an Oakland first down.
Timing is everything, and they work on this cut all the time. They work on all the timing patterns, and this time it paid off for them. Worked him to the center of the field, cut it to the outside, ball's delivered, gets both feet down for the completion.
They're going to look to throw, and this one incomplete. So the clock stopped now with 20 seconds remaining. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And a couple of yards as they move it from the 21 to the 19. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds left to play. And they're left looking at 3rd and 8 after the second down pass play only went for 2.
Mike 41. We've got to wedge that, huh? Record.
He'll look to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Incomplete in the end zone. Lor'Renzo, 4th down.
So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off with great anticipation. And he's going to go down as time has now run out on this game. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Denver, the win will help them keep pace in the playoff race.
Honey, I dash, got it on, smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, they will not stop me. Tenfold, copy, end zone, watch me celebrate. I'm cocky, I do my dance, jump in the stands. Man, oh, there with the hands. Thought he could guard me, I ruin they plans. I do what I want, they do what they can. Got it on, smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, honey, y'all dash, 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 yeah. They can't catch up cause they lacking the stamina. Way too advanced to be playing with amateurs. Stay on attack when they tackle like damager. They react and play it back on the camera. Hot boy, just consider me flammable. Sure shot, I got all the intangibles. Need a leash, I'm a beast, I'm an animal. Heat the competition up like a Hannibal. Know the game like I wrote up the manual. I do weekly what you do on the annual. MVP, that decision unanimous. Big dogs, I don't think they can handle this. Battlefield, it's just me and my warriors. Guaranteed we emerging victorious. Years, blood, sweat, tears, it's glorious. I remember when they always ignoring us. Dash, got it on, smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, they will not stop me. Tenfold, copy, end zone, watch me celebrate. I'm cocky, I do my dance, jump in the stands. No man, the man, oh, there with the hands. Thought he could guard me, I ruin they plans. I do what I want, they do what they can. Got it on, smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash.